Infinity Plays is back at it again, and today we're going to be ranking the Star Wars movies. And I've watched all the mainline ones, and the only two spin-offs really I've watched is Rogue One and Solo Story, so I haven't really watched anything else. So these four movies are in didn't watch, so y'all know how tier list works. Now it's time to go at it and just rank some movies. Now we have is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I really do enjoy this movie. It's really fun. The prequels are definitely a lot better than people tell them out to be. Lightsaber duel at the end with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn was absolutely awesome, bro. One of the best Star Wars duels of all time. In general, sure, Jar Jar Binks does drag it down a bit, but I do think he's. But on watching it, he's a bit more tolerable than I originally thought. But at the end of the day, I just well, I definitely I really enjoy this movie and really would not mind rewatching it again. But in general, I think this movie goes in. Oh, it goes in. Episode 1 goes in B tier or maybe A tier. I really do enjoy it. It's just that I think there's just a lot of better movies. And same with Attack of the Clones, Episode 2. I enjoy I enjoyed it, but in general I just didn't I don't think it's up there on the echelon of I don't think there's just a lot of Star Wars movies that are just above it, honestly. I'm gonna put this in a B tier. Maybe I'll put episode 1 in A tier. Yeah. Again, this movie is a bit of this movie isn't as good as episode 1, but I still rather enjoy it. I originally didn't enjoy it so much, but on my time rewatching it, I enjoyed it a lot more. Now we have The Revenge of the Sith, episode 3. This is definitely the best prequel. And when I'm saying this, the lightsaber duel at it's got to be S tier. Honestly, the lightsaber duel with Anakin and Obi-Wan is the best duel in all of Star Wars. And oh my god, there was just so much awesomeness in this movie. So many iconic lightsaber fights, so many cool moments. And honestly, the prequels ended great, honestly. Sure, they don't exactly beat the originals, but in general, I really like this movie. Now we have episode 4, A New Hope. While Luke is a bit of a Mary Sue in this movie, it's just that that's kind of its main flaw, but at the end of the day, this still is an incredibly entertaining movie. I that blowing up the Death Star, oh my god, using the Force to blow up the Death Star was so cool, and oh my god. But in general, I do think that the other originals are better. So I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier. Actually, I just think think the others are better. And speaking of, The Empire Strikes Back. Now this is a movie. This is an awesome movie, honestly. Some of the best, awesome scenes, emotional scenes. It's just absolutely awesome, man. And the entire story. Oh my god, I just love this movie so much. The same thing with Return of the Jedi. It's also S tier for me, and I don't know how to feel. I just don't really know how to feel about. Oh my god, I just don't know how to contain my absolute love for the sixth episode of Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. I got so many awesome scenes. So ending the Star Wars franchise off beautifully, and oh my god, yes, I don't know how to contain my excitement. It's just such a good movie. Both both Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi have awesome acting, iconic moments, and great stories to boot. It's it's just they're just too good. That's why they're both in S tier. Now, in terms of now we have the sequels. Well, it definitely got. I'll just say this: The Force Awakens. On my first watch, I really enjoyed it, but the more I rewatch it, the more flaws I see. I mean, Rey beating Kylo Ren when she literally had no lightsaber training, and she manages to get the lightsaber by using Force, even though she didn't know she had it. I feel like this star. Rey was just a really big Mary Sue. I mean, I swear to God. I still don't know who that person thought posting saying Rey being tell me a character went through more pain. I'll wait. I mean, there's so many characters in Star Wars who went through more pain. I don't know what I was thinking, but in general, this is probably the best sequel. It's just it's just that I just see a bunch more flaws with this. Now, Rogue One, actually, I really enjoyed. It's just seeing how the rebellion got those plans was absolutely awesome. Honestly, it was a grand epic adventure filled with a bunch of humor, emotional scenes, and some great storytelling. It's so much fun to just watch. Give it an A tier. Yeah, I really like this movie. Now, The Last Jedi. Oh, I despised this movie when I first saw it. And I really do hate it now. I mean, when I saw Luke toss his lightsaber over his shoulder, I was literally, oh my god, what? I was very mad. I was just so mad. And he didn't stop there. I mean, the entire Battle of Hoth sucked. It just sucked so much. This is this is this is easily the most by the time I saw this movie, I was the most. This was the most disappointing Star Wars movie ever. Just the most disappointing Star Wars movie ever. I'm giving it a D tier. It just really sucked. They also massacred Luke's character. I just don't know. Let's see. Now, Solo Story. Oh, I didn't. On my rewatching, I really did not like this one. It just really wasn't that good on my rewatch. I mean, you know the robot from Rogue One? Well, they tried to do a robot character in this movie as well, but it's so much worse than in Rogue One. She, I don't even know. She's basically just a. She's basically just like free robots, give them rights. In this movie. Well, the robot in the Rogue One was actually really funny. This one isn't really funny. She's just annoying. Probably even more than Jar Jar Binks. We need a C tier because I felt like the action scenes were much better than The Last Jedi, but I just really but now we go to this one, Rise of Skywalker. Where to begin with this movie? The spy reveal, the horrible cinematography, stopping lightsabers with force, Rey Skywalker. There's nothing. That stupid knife leaning. Okay, the Death Star got blown up. There's a knife that will lead to the entrance of Palpatine, and Palpatine's coming somehow back. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about this movie anymore. It's just D tier. That concludes my Star Wars movie tier list. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.